Hey, Steph. You okay, baby? Of course. I had to see. So, to tell the ripeness of your blueberries, put them in a cup of water or something. Whatever's floating still needs time. Yeah, these seem riper.
McDonald's presents Burger Reviews by Hamburglar. Today's review, the classic Big Mac. Hamburglar. Rumble, rumble. He said, there's more sauce in every bite. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Rumble. Available at most restaurants in this area.
Cheryl. Hey, she's on vacation and lost it. Unfortunately, so is her cheese debit card. It's gotta be somewhere. Maybe she lost it at salsa. He searched at police. Or maybe she lost it at Pilates. But she's not worried. With the Chase Bubble app, she can lock her card until it turns up. Tools to help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/check. Chase, make it all what's yours.
Chase Mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Special features may apply. Chase Bank and member FDIC.
Okay, folks, this wheel's moving well.
And down goes the truck. The first month was a solid $2,000 cash discount with MSRP on all new 24 Chevy Silverado 1500s in stock. And he was still standing, so I smacked him with the 2.9% APR financing for 72 months. And down he went. $2,000 cash discount with MSRP and the 2.9% APR for 72 months on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s in stock. Together, let's drive to Gosh Chevrolet.
Oh. All right. So I've got a little more than 4 cups of fruit here. 3 apples, 1 cup of blueberries, and a little more than a cup of grapes. I'm just breaking up the apples so that it's easier for the mixture to break down as it boils and simmers on the stovetop here. I also added 1 cup of water and about a teaspoon of lemon juice to counteract any high levels of sweetness. Oh yes. Look at that boil. Alright. Once it starts the rolling boil, I will proceed to lower the heat, put a lid on it, and let it simmer for like 20 minutes and smash down anything else. This will be boiled, simmered, and then thrown into a blender to be pureed. This process in which we boil the contents will help get rid of any hazardous microorganisms that could cause foodborne illness. So almost to a rolling boil. Yeah, once again, it's about 1 cup blueberries, 1 cup grapes, and 3 apples, including an apple called a lemonade apple. I have another one that I set aside, so I reckon I can try it on its own. Okie dokie. Well, I think that's close, as we will get to a rolling boil in this amount of water. Okay. Okie dokie, so we'll let that do its thing and we'll just hang out for a little bit. Welcome. I hope you're well.
Save big on a stylish new Camry, powerful Tundra, or
Oh.
versatile RAV4. See all offers
Yeah.
at Toyota.com. But don't wait. Get to Toyota's President's Day sales event today. We make it easy. Toyota. Let's go places.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We are
Know that feeling when you're down to the last.
we are once again here doing Jerky Quest. My friends have left for the day to go and do some work. I fear, unfortunately, we've been volunteered for cheap labor. I had to explain to my friend that I'm doing work that people paid me for. Especially, it was paid for in advance. So I have to fulfill the work that I'm already paid for before I can go and invest more time into something else that I'm not getting paid for. Oh, it is hot. Oh, I need to go get a lighter. I'm sorry. Oh, there's one here. Hallelujah. Yeah, so Jerky Quest is in full swing. I have 5 pounds of meat that I dehydrated for a few orders: cowboy dry rub, chili garlic, and sweet and sour teriyaki. And right now I'm making the fruit leather, and that has about 16 minutes on the stovetop before I puree the fruit mixture. And once it's been pureed, I can actually pour it into some trays. I'm improving my methods for making the fruit leather. Before, I was using the stock plastic trays. This time around I purchased some metal trays that I can put inside a different dehydrator and get bars instead of a very thin sheet of fruit leather. Alright. Sure. Yeah, this is already softening up nicely. So sorry. Oh, so sorry. Dads wreck me sometimes. Oh, so sorry. Oh. Yeah, but just got a little bit of time, about 11 minutes, 20 seconds until I take the fruit off of the stovetop. We blend, we mix, we cook.
Keep your fitness goals going. Join EOS Fitness today for as low as $9.99 per month. Get motivated with a personal trainer, work out watching big screen movies in our exclusive Movie-O Cinema, and mix it up with our high-energy group fitness classes, including cycling and strength training. We're open 24/7. Join EOS Fitness today for as low as $9.99 per month. Plus, tap the banner now for limited time offers or go to joineos.com. Hurry, offers end this Thursday. EOS Fitness. Better deal, better price.
At least that was the butter knives.
Your clothes look amazing. It's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. So soft and fragrant. Ah, it's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles.
Oh no. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up while I'm doing my jerky stuff. I have to prepare the house and everything before I leave. I planned Jerky Quest, and then my friend's volunteering us to go work for somebody else. So I'm bum rushing to do Jerky Quest, and then I gotta go and do more work. Just pretty brain dead right now. I was up on and off last night as I mitigated the dehydrators, making sure that the machines didn't shut off in the middle of the night, and the Cowboy Dry Rub, I had to rotate the trays because I was using my home dehydrator, which is essentially a heating element built into a base and stackable trays. And the trays, they recommend rotating them at least every couple hours. And so I was up on and off since 10:30 last night. still on? Oh, oh, oh. Okie doke. Okay, blender. You've got this. You have parchment paper. Alright, just a couple more minutes with this mixture here, and I can take it off the stovetop. I'm making fruit leather right now, so sorry. And I started by getting some apples cored. I have a peeler that makes slices for me. I took 3 apples, 1 cup of blueberries, and about 1 cup of grapes, more than 4 cups of fruit, to 1 cup of water, and about a teaspoon of lemon juice. I brought the mixture to a boil in this saucepan and reduced the heat and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. When my timer goes off, it'll be more than 20 minutes simmering. And you can open it up every now and then and break stuff up. I use this to break up the fruit into small pieces. This will be taken off the stovetop and blended with this right here. I'll blend it into a puree and then spread it out thin onto these trays. I'm going to line these trays with parchment paper first, but it'll be enough that at least 2 of them will get a decent amount of this fruit puree that I can put in a dehydrator and make my fruit leather. Like homemade fruit roll-ups, if you don't know what fruit leather is. So we're just gonna pull that off the stove top here in like 15 seconds. Let it cool down on the countertop. I have my pull-out cutting board out so that it can sit on it without roasting. Yeah, thanks for chilling. This is the second part of Jerky Quest for me. I actually already prepared the meat cuts yesterday. I picked them up from the butchers where they did the pre-cut. They made me these large slabs of thinly sliced meat, and I took a kitchen knife and cut that up into portions, weighed it out into the 3 different flavors that I made. Cowboy dry rub, chili garlic, and the teriyaki. And I proceeded to cook all 3 in 2 dehydrators overnight, pulling all of them out of the dehydrators this morning. And after I took care of my gardening, I proceeded to work on the fruit leather. And I described it already. 3 apples, about a cup each of grapes and blueberries, with a cup of water and about a teaspoon of lemon juice. Brought to a boil on the stovetop in a saucepan and simmered on low heat for about 20 minutes. We're letting it cool down a few minutes before I pour it into my food processor, in which it will be blended into a puree that I will spread thin in these metal trays, which I will line with parchment paper beforehand, and then they'll be tossed in some into my dehydrators at about 155 to 160 Fahrenheit for 10 hours. And the puree will reduce into a nice leather, a thin layer that's a little rubbery. The goal is to get thicker bars this time. I use a thin tray that's much wider. But because I made the meat in that dehydrator that I used to make the fruit leather in, I'm using a dehydrator that I have exclusively for fruit products. So it's slightly thinner. It's not as wide. I measured out the trays the other day when I picked these ones up. I needed to get something that would fit in a 15.5 by 15 inch space. And these are like 9 by 13 with a little bit of play for the edge of the trays. I tried to purchase another cookie tray that said it was smaller than the dimensions I had mentioned for my square tray, 15.5 by 15 inches. But the tray that I purchased that was larger did not include the extra handles on both sides. It only gave the measurement for the inner diameter of the tray, which measures the usable space, not the actual width and length of the product. So you gotta be mindful of that when you're buying stuff. But I needed a new cookie tray for my regular oven anyways, so it's a investment for the future. My friends that I live with This is the house they grew up in. It's been around since the 70s. Their parents have a lot of furnishings here that are still implemented to this day, including the oven and the gas stove. So yeah, I'm slowly starting to replace some things. Trade them out for more efficient equipment, things that can be utilized in many ways. There's a lot of gimmick equipment floating around here that everybody wants to use, but some of it's pretty cool. Like I got that when I peel the apples, I use this thing, and like it's honestly saved me time. And my friend's like, thank God you're fucking using it, because like nobody else was using this. So I peeled the apples with this machine that you stab the apple on, and you turn the crank, keep it oscillating 360, and it pushes the apple forward towards a peeler and a little hole that fucking separates the core of the apple from the remainder. It's nice, but this ensures sorry, I'm stoned. This assures me that there is no waxy apple peel mixed up in the fruit. I separated that, and it's getting composted. So this really helps with that. Like otherwise I was using an old school peeler that was starting to age as well. I was looking for it so because I didn't want to clean the other thing, but I ended up doing so because I had to go look for the thing. But I walked over here and I found it. Like Rick decided it's an antique now. Look at I was using that fucking peeler. He's like, you know what? It's so old. It's an antique now. We'll put it next to these tools and shit. So, just waiting a little bit longer for this fruit mixture to cool down. And that'll help. So this was boiled and simmered on the stove for about 20 minutes. And it's going to go in the food processor here when it's cooled down a little bit more. To be blended and mixed. Puree.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppable bottle shake.
Okay. Volume warning. You're gonna want to mute it potentially. It's gonna get a little loud as it whirs.
When you work at San Manuel, you go from employed to empowered. With world-class benefits and pay, Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is the only California resort and casino certified as a great place to work. Apply now at sanmanuelcareers.com.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Charles Barkley in a pickup game.
We'll take Barkley.
First pitch. Sorry, kid. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision? Okay, here's the thing. Pass the ball every time. This is banking real. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One and a member FDIC.
Whoops.
Tell me more, I got a box cutter with your name on it. Tell me more, I can't stay this long, gonna say y'all know you know what I fall in love with you. I don't have no social cues. I'm out for you. I can't get over you. Can't get over you.
Volume warning once again, you're going to want to lower the volume as I blend this. The whirring is going to get a little loud. Okay. I will give that another minute to cool down a little bit. If we clean that, you're gonna have to fucking get more gloves again. Okay. Unplug it, bro. Sticking your finger in the center there. Oh my goodness. So I'm just waiting for my pureed mixture to cool down a little bit before I toss it in the dehydrator. I have to make up another tray real quick because I'm making fruit bars, fruit leather. I'm trying to make it a little thicker and slightly chewy while completely cooking it down. So this time around, you can see right there I have trays with raised edges, and one of them is lined with parchment paper ready to go. And I'm just cleaning my food processor. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta go get my cat. He's about to go and try and scrap with a stray cat. Buddy, buddy, you're coming inside, bro. I see you. I don't know. I'm gonna get the cat. Come on, buddy. Come here. I'm sorry. Come on, inside. Yep. Sorry, bro. I don't want you scrapping with the other cat. I think we'll be okay to pour. Uh-huh. Tried to let it cool down a little bit because the parchment paper, while it can withstand high heat cooking, it'll like curl and shit. Let's see here. Let's blend this root one more time. There we go.
Hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man point game scent beat.
Uh-huh.
The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent maracas smell amazing." You could call them scent maracas, but most folks would call them game scent beads. Try game scent beads. Way fresher than detergent alone. I feel good.
Dad, are you singing to your cereal?
Yes, I am. Like I knew that I would.
No, Dance too?
Come on, Ava. Silk almond milk. Starts the morning on a high.
Mm-hmm.
Song, dances, and
Oh, sorry.
So good. So good. I got you.
I'll be right back. This is the first tray going in. It's slightly thicker all the way around.
feel planting.
We'll see how that goes.
At your local Ralph's.
then the paw. Okay. So there you have it, fruit leather. It's gonna go in the dehydrator now. Alright. Let's go check it out real quick. Yep, so just getting the thing. Alright, so we need this at about 160. Alright, yeah, it works. Alright. And there it goes. Okay, it's 11:08, so at about 10:08 tonight, I will pull this batch of fruit leather out of the machine. See right there, I have 2 trays doing the magic. And I have these here. So here is the teriyaki and the chili garlic that I made for some people, to be packaged momentarily. I'm busting through this because my friend volunteered me for work elsewhere, and he insists we get it done, so I have to once again bust a move so that I can continue doing the stuff to take care of myself on top of the extra work that I have every single day taking care of my friend's work. So I'm cleaning up now. I gotta go ahead and tidy up all this jazz and what is. So I'll be back later. I'm gonna go ahead and make some highlights of the jerky prep so that I can share it online. You guys take it easy, okay? Thanks for chilling.